Welcome back, folks, to my second visit to Maracaibo, the board game by Alexander Pfister. And you remember from my first video, it's my first foray into the world of board gaming reviews / playthroughs. Anyhow, I wanted to continue with this installment here because, wow, I am impressed with this game. I am really captivated. For the past couple of days now, I've been maneuvering through the high seas, and really, there is so much variability and so much challenge in this game. I cannot believe it. Just to give you a quick update, this is round 2. The game's played in 4 rounds, and you can see our ships right here. And let's zoom in on those puppies. And there am I, over in Caracas, near Martinique. And my ship is doing admirably in keeping up with the AI ship, which is right here. It's not so much about keeping pace in position as it is in score, which is kept track of over here. So this track, as you can see, goes all the way around the board, so you can happily keep track of the 100 zillion million points that you'll get to, all the way to 70s, and then there's 100 tokens if you get that far. Anyhow, I'm really enchanted with this game, and I have to say, for a Euro game, I'm not the hugest fan of Euro games, but I am really involved in this one. My current situation, just to give you one quick specific, is I'm looking to see these little blue guys on the board. These are my these guys here are the areas where I have assistants that I've planted. One in Petit Goave, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. One over here in La Ceiba, hard to know. I'm not from that area, okay? So give me a break. Anyhow, I'm looking forward to building some more. So essentially what you're doing is you're spinning around the Caribbean here. You always have to go in a clockwise manner due to the prevailing winds, and these are sailing ships. Around you go. That was round 1. Now we're into round 2, and we've gone through here. These little cubes are, what do you call it? The blue ones are France, the red ones are Spain, and the white ones are England. These are the colonies that have been planted. And you're trying to gain influence, which is what that topmost track is for, tracking influence. But in order to get that influence, and in order to move up the point track, you have to have a presence here. So right now I'm creating an assistant. I'm trying to anyway. Not creating, but planting one. I want to plant an explorer in Cumana. Now those cards, you can see there's a lot of iconography, and it is a bit intimidating at first, I'll have to say. Iconography is a little arcane in this game, but fortunately there's a key, which, yeah, this is a little crazy too, but the key can get, that's just a small part of the key. But after a while you learn to read the language, and that's an exciting thing about this game. You really stretch your brain. This is not just roll and move or shoot and whatever. This is about thinking, and it's a thinking person's game, and I like that because I love to be challenged. Anyhow, so if I get this, let's just take this for example. If I get this explorer on the board, he costs me 7 doubloons, and I have to have an assistant available, which I happen to have. And if I place him in Cumana, which is where he is going to go, and I will get, as a reward, I will get some influence. I will have a little bit of handiwork here. Is that token? I'll gain 2 more doubloons for what this explorer discovers every time I stop there. And my explorers will move 3 positions on the explorer map. And you saw the explorer track last time. So the explorer track is over here. And as you can see, I am pitiful. My opponent, the AI, is doing really well. She's down here. She's well ahead of me on the exploration track. But I showed you in the previous video, you move along. And yep, I'm still hanging out, trying to figure out and get my supplies together and look at my map. Make sure I have enough food packed and enough water to stay hydrated and so on. Anyway, they're just taking it easy. But I need to get moving along this track, and hopefully that Explorer card will help them move along. Because one of the things they do is, as I showed you, is they give him 3 movement and let him move 3 spaces along. That's what that little world is with the 3 next to it. So now you have a clue on the iconography. Anyhow, this is the challenge of this game. You're building these little engines which create various advantages for you, and hopefully as you keep zipping around this map with each round, you will gain more and more influence points, income, prestige. Influence, of course, is with the nations, France, Spain, and England. And yeah, this AI, I have to say, she is really brutal. She's vexing me. Now let me give you a look at her card over here. Kind of interesting. You know, she's got not too much to look at as far as a card goes. Not as much going on as my card, certainly, but you can see these little bits that have been removed show her moving up as far as her accomplishments on the track, and I'm a little bit behind her. But hopefully I do better. I've named her Mary Read after the famous female pirate who was creating trouble in the Caribbean in her day. I think she was English, actually. Did a little bit of reading up on her. Of course, Wikipedia makes us all us idiots experts out of anything. And she was apparently had quite a career. She was one of the top lady pirates, and when she was finally caught, very interesting, she was going to be hanged, but pleaded that she was pregnant, and so they stayed the execution, and she died of disease in the least sanitary conditions of their prisons. But interesting how things work out. That's it. I am going to cut this off because I've taken enough time. We're approaching 8 minutes here, and thank you for listening. And thank you for putting up with the iconography. Yes, of course we have this iconography. It's everywhere. You cannot escape it. Look, iconography. There. Ah, there's iconography. And you, if you've been paying attention, may recognize that this iconography, if we land in Puerto Plata, we have a chance of moving our explorer 2 spaces. So why am I not stopping there? Because there's so much other cool stuff to do. What can I say? Yeah, and 9, which is Cumana, that's where I need to get to, and I need to put my guy there, my explorer guy, so he helps us out. Anyhow, thank you again for listening to all this iconography, or hieroglyphics on the high seas, as we'll call it, which is a big part of this game. But it's fun. You learn, and it's like learning a language. Everybody enjoys learning a language. And so what if it's the language of intellect and board gaming and challenging your brain? It's all languages take another part of your brain. So thank you, and I will see you guys next time with the next installment. Take care.